It's been a long time since we recorded last.
Yeah, we've been pretty busy and not able to get to this.
No. No, we were we recorded before Christmas, and then that's it. That's it.
Had pretty big plans
We had big plans
of a Christmas extravaganza episode, opening presents and revealing to the listeners the awesome presents that we got.
that I didn't get body wash.
And I didn't get popcorn.
But
So yeah, it's been a very long time.
and there's been a lot of shit going on. Hardly any time to talk about anything.
Yeah, we'll dive deeper into that one there. But since we talked a little bit about Hawaii, but we had some fun times.
We went to Sydney.
Sydney, Australia.
Went to Sydney for New Year's.
That was a blast in its own
Yeah.
sense.
Tried to upload the the last one we recorded.
Yeah, which
Failed.
it was not good.
Yeah.
So Mike was on duty first
Yeah.
day. So I went out. I took it into my hands. I was like, I'm taking full responsibility for this. We're gonna do this. I already got an Airbnb. Awesome. It was a pretty sick place. I said they had Wi-Fi. I was like, cool, let's do it. We're gonna go.
Took my virus riddled laptop with you, and
Who knows what kind of Australian viruses are on that thing now. But yeah, we were gone. It was gone. And I mean, man, it was in about 5 hours. It had uploaded about 8%. We left to go get some grub, have some drinks. Came back to the apartment, and yeah, at the end of the night, it was like at 12, with several hours worth of uploading, and it was only an hour's worth of time, and I don't know. Again, we're not tech guys, so I don't know. Was it terrible Wi-Fi?
I'm gonna say it was probably the terrible Wi-Fi because even the other place that we went to, that didn't work.
Yeah, what was our... Oh, we did it. We did it in Hawaii off of Mikey's hotspot.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's another piece of wireless equipment that was able to
And
get
we
a good
couldn't-
40-something minutes.
Couldn't use hotspot in Sydney because you only get like a half a gigabyte of data a day of data. Yeah. So
Of stuff to send out
I don't know
onto
how
the-
much. Like,
into
I
the
don't-
web
Is
thing.
a gigabyte a lot? I don't know. A half of it, I can't imagine is a lot. So
That's a rabbit hole. I don't even understand it to begin
I
with.
don't
So
either.
yeah.
I'm not a tech guy. But yeah, so then you had duty the day after that,
Mhm.
and I was coming off duty, and I remembered the day. I was like, oh God, this is. No, wait, that didn't play out like that at all.
Really.
No.
I had to be back the next.
I was on duty the second day.
So then what did I do the
So
second
you-
day? Oh, I went to go play golf.
That's right,
I
because
played
you all left
golf
me
the
to
next
play golf.
day.
Just like last year's port calls, you all did all the fun stuff when I was either on duty or working after duty. Like, let's say, bungee jumping off of a cliff or bridge or whatever in New Zealand. Yeah.
We also went jet boating.
And jet boating. Yeah, let's not forget that. Yeah, so I remember
we came back for you.
No.
We came back for you, and you couldn't get away. But yeah, I forgot about that.
So the
We played
the
golf.
first night I went out like close to the boat area, and then went to this one bar, and then went to this other bar where it's like, so that we were all told like after like a certain time you can't get into any place in Sydney. And so we're walking down the street over this karaoke place, I guess. It's like we're looking for this place, like a guy was left behind. He went to the bathroom and he came out, and next thing you know, I turned around. I was like, where is he? I was like, fuck. So I turned back for him, found him, and then we're trying to find this place, and everyone else found it. And I'm like, what the hell? I'm looking around. We walked by it twice, and then walked to the door and tried to open it. It's locked. And I look inside, but I see just a bunch of people in there. Just a bunch of people from the ship, though. No one else. And so I knock on the door, and the bartender looks out the window, and then looks at one of them, and he's like, he's there with us. He's all right, let him in. So he let us in, and it was just a bunch of us in there singing karaoke. And then I went back to the ship, had duty the next day. Then you went out golfing.
Yeah.
And then while I was on duty, I was looking for a hotel to stay in, because I was like, there's no way I'm sleeping on the boat when I get off duty. So you guys, I don't know what you did after golfing.
Oh, we had the place for 2 nights.
Oh, the first one?
Yeah.
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 So
So then we went out into the city. Went out into the city.
48 hours, 8% uploaded.
Yeah. That was just a complete failure. We're just gonna write that one off. We're just gonna give you the rundown. First place, failure. No, could not upload a 1-hour episode.
Which was our longest one yet.
Mm-hmm.
Out of 4, anyway. So.
Yep.
But, so then you guys come back for duty, and I'm getting off duty. I remember just pacing around on the flight deck because no one's saying anything. And I'm just like, what is going on? I got to get out of here. So I finally got off duty, and then I went to the zoo. I went to the zoo with a bunch of people, and it was whatever. I don't know. Me and crowds, and
Yeah.
I don't know. I just had my phone out, and I would just take a picture and keep walking. Take a picture, keep walking.
So many of the exhibits were closed. I was bummed.
Were they?
Yeah.
Like what?
Like a lot of them. Like there was just walls up and I don't know.
Oh yeah, they were
where
doing
where are the
some
animals.
they
I
were
don't know.
doing some renovations.
Yeah.
But yeah, I saw a tiger sleeping. Saw a couple gorillas.
Oh yeah. What else?
Yeah, it was nice though. It was a nice zoo. Nice zoo. Just I don't know, just walking around for 2.5, 3 hours looking at animals. I guess after the first 30 minutes, I got over it pretty quick.
Yeah.
And I was
And
like,
they're in captivity.
and then I'm and they're in
Should have
captivity.
protested.
Yeah,
I should have
right.
protested instead.
So I was just there to go to go to the souvenir shop.
Yeah. Oh, and speaking of which, is that where that one came from? The little.
The bag in there.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Some goodies.
Yeah. But that was that.
So then, you.
Yeah. So
Okay,
then, so
and then
that,
I
so
had-
I
and
so
then I had duty
okay.
the
Yeah.
next day.
So you had duty. I went to the zoo, walked around there for felt like 36 hours. Went back to the ship, dropped my stuff, my souvenirs off, and then I was waiting. Everyone. So Aaron was out downtown. He already had a place from the night before. Everyone else had a place from the night before. So it was just me and MPA came back to the boat, and he was like, he wanted to go out. So I went back to the boat, packed my bag, went outside. I already booked a room, and it was not bad. It was only like $150.
Yeah, talk about that.
That was the room was only $150, and it was a nice room. Like I got
Downtown,
there,
right?
Yeah, downtown. I got there, and I was like, this is way too fancy for me, probably. But so I get there, and I needed to shower badly. Because our sewage tanks were all full after 2 days of being in Sydney, and we had no way of offloading it. So I woke up that morning getting off duty, and I didn't shower at all, and I just walked around the zoo sweating my ass off. So needed to shower real bad, needed a haircut, so did that, and then we went out and we found this one bar called the Barber Shop, and we were in there and we were drinking for a while, and then I went and walked to this other place. Like it was like this little courtyard area, and so Aaron wanted to check out this other place, so he's all right, let's go over there. I was wearing flip-flops. Like that's all I wear. If I go out and it's above 70 degrees, 65 degrees, 70 degrees, I'm wearing flip-flops. Bottom line. And I get to this place, and he's like, closed-toed shoes. I'm like, all right, whatever. Great.
I already don't like that place.
Yeah, so I walked to the bar right across the courtyard there, and was sitting in there, and I saw like a group of chicks all wearing flip-flops. Come on in. Like, what? I was like, whatever, I don't even care. So we stayed out for a little while, and then stumbled back to the hotel, and I was feeling pretty hungover, probably still drunk. The next morning I woke up, and I was like, you know what? I was like, this place is only $150 to sleep here tonight, or last night. I might as well just go ahead and see if I can book it for the other two, because I don't want to be carrying my shit around. I did not want to have a bunch of shit and just carry it all around Sydney. So I called the front desk.
And this was the 30th or something, right? So we're getting even closer.
This
to
was
New Year's Eve.
Right. Yeah, this was the 30th. So I called down, and they're like, yeah, we can do 2 more nights for you. So I was like, all right, I'll do that. I'll do the 30th and the 31st. Perfect. I do that, and she's like, do you want to hear how much it is? I was like, nah, actually, yeah. And she's like, tonight is going to be $295. And I was like, God damn. I was like, okay, close to $150 more than the night before. I was like, all right, what about the next night? $795. I'm like, okay, never mind. She's like, because it's New Year's Eve. I was like, how was that at?
Downtown Sydney, walking distance to the Opera House.
1 king bedroom, 1 king bed hotel, $795. Almost, that's almost $1,000 if you look at it after whatever taxes, if they have any or whatnot. It like that's close to $1,000 for just to sleep at night. And I was like, I'm not doing that. I knew you guys had a place. Whatever. So,
but all that shit you had is you're gonna have to travel with you to get to where we're at.
And now I look back on it, that money would have been worth it.
Oh man.
So I'm like, whatever. I'm texting our friend Chappie. She's like, you want to get breakfast? I'm like, yeah, I need breakfast. It's 11:30 in the afternoon. Of course I need breakfast.
All right, let's give a quick rundown as to who this Chappie person is.
All right.
Apparently she's the hear all, see all, know all. She knows every cool hip spot. She's not a hipster. Yeah, she's
used to
delusional.
Used to be on the ship.
Thinks she's like the party planner.
Yeah.
So continue about these planning.
So she's like, I found this place. It's got great reviews. Let's go get breakfast there. I was like, fine, whatever. Pack my bag, whatever. Take a shower. Leave. Meet up with her like near her where her hotel was at. So it was like me, her, MPA, and a couple other people, I think. And meet up with her, and she's like, oh, it's only like a 20-minute walk. I'm like, what? I was like, you're telling me right now there's not a place closer to here that has breakfast that's a 20-minute walk? And she's like, but they had something there that she wanted.
Hipster.
Yeah. And so I'm like, whatever, fuck it, let's go. And so I'm walking. I had this big bottle of water. And I'm walking down, and I'm like, Chappie, where the fuck is this place? Like, and she's like, it should just be right up here. I'm like, what's it called? I get out my phone. I look at it. We've been walking for 10 minutes already. I look at my phone. It's like 15-minute walk. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, we've been walking for 10 minutes already. So I'm just giving her a hard time the whole fucking time. The whole time. I was on fire. And we finally, and so we're getting closer, and then I look at this place, and I look at it, and on my phone, like on the Google thing, you can, like, it normally
gives you the hours.
It gives you the hours. Closed. Or no, it doesn't have hours on it. No, it does have hours on it. It says they're open, but I called them anyway. And like no one, the phone just kept ringing. I'm like, what the fuck? And then I go to their website, and on their website it says they're closed on that day. And I'm like, motherfucker. She's like, well, it says that they're open. So we walk there, sure as shit, fucking closed. I'm like, you just walk 30 minutes to get something to eat, and it's closed. So we see this other place down the road, and we go to that one, and we walk in. It's packed, obviously. It's like the day before New Year's Eve, and pretty sure it was over the weekend too, wasn't it? Like New Year's Eve was on a Sunday.
Yeah, I think
Something
so.
something like that. So
It was like a double whammy, like extra
Yeah.
people
Yeah.
everywhere.
and plus the guys are saying like there's gonna be like 1.5 million people in downtown Sydney that for New Year's to watch the fireworks. So we get there and there's 4 of us and there's no tables, and so we're like, all right, whatever. If a table opens up for 2, we'll take that one, and then another table for 2. That we'll go like that. I don't care who I sit next to. I just need to eat some food. And so I sit down and we sit there for a good 10 minutes before someone comes over and asks us if we want anything to drink or what we want to eat. And I'm like, what the fuck? So finally I come over and I look over at MPA's. It was an MPA and Mr. Popeil, and they were already like eating their food. Like they already went through a thing of water, and they had coffees, and they were eating their food before like anyone even came to us. And I was just so mad at Chappie. I'm like, you are the worst ever at this. And so then finally they join our tables together, and like they have their vase of water and it's gone, and I'm like, and I asked probably 5 times if I could get some water. Yeah, sure. Nothing. Yeah, sure. Nothing. And they bring out the tiniest, it's like a shot glass.
I think it's standard everywhere. They drink water by the shot glass out there.
It was like just so small. I'm like, what the fuck? But yeah, that was my Chappie experience for the start, and then
We haven't even met up yet.
no, no, because you're just getting off duty, and I think you went to the zoo.
Yeah. And then I was over it real quick, so I was like, all right, let's go do something. Let's meet up. Let's
Yeah.
get together.
So then we went downtown. We met up with Aaron and Spangler and Prinny. They showed up to the same breakfast place we were at, and then we all met up and whatever. And Aaron comes and he bought this fucking didgeridoo. We were at this bar, and he shows up with this fucking didgeridoo, and I'm like, what the fuck? Or no, he was talking about buying a $500 didgeridoo or something like that. And I'm like, you're gonna spend $500 on a didgeridoo? I'm like, that is fucking ridiculous. I will never spend any sort of money like that on something like a piece of wood, pretty much. And so then
Well, don't.
we're sitting there, we're drinking some beer, and I don't know, I'm just ragging on Aaron like normal, and he's saying shit back, and I get a phone call from Tracy, and so I'm talking to her for a little bit. Or she texted me. She goes, can you do me a huge favor? And I said something like, oh, anything for you, or something like that. And she goes, can you buy me a didgeridoo? I'm like, motherfucker.
Boom, roasted.
I'm like, god damn it. Sure, why not?
Oh, yeah. Then that's when my day was pretty much made. Finally meeting up with this dude, watching him carry this.
No, we didn't meet up. I fucking stood outside.
Oh, wow, 2 minutes.
No, it was not 2 minutes. I'm like, I might as well just fucking stay downtown. You're like, no, come to the Airbnb. And I'm like, all right. I'm like, are you even there right now? No, we'll be there in 2 minutes. That's what you said.
I was not even half a mile
Dude,
away.
I stood out there for 10 minutes waiting for you.
That's such a lie.
All right.
You smoked 1 cigarette.
Yeah. Anyway. Yeah, that's 10 minutes.
No. You're smoking way faster than that. Anyway, let's get back to this damn didgeridoo and how ridiculous you look walking around the city carrying this fucking thing. It's like the place bubble wraps it, and then they put this amazing shoulder strap thing taped to it.
Well, I made the huge mistake of even just bringing it with me to the Airbnb in the first place, knowing that we had to check out the next morning, and then
then carry it to another.
and then carry it. Oh
no, we had to go leave our shit at
Aaron's. Yeah.
To wait for check-in time.
Wait for our other Airbnb check-in time.
It didn't even fit in the car.
No. So there I am walking down Sydney with this stupid didgeridoo.
was pretty funny. So this is what I was gonna tell you is that the picture I took when I finally like called home, I was talking to my mom. All the pictures that I took, she was like, I could not stop laughing at the picture you took of your friend carrying that thing. And then because the comments just started flying underneath that photo, and I'm like, oh wow, this is the one. This is the one that got that went viral, is of you carrying this gigantic wood flute thing. That was great.
But that all happened after the I finally settled down from at the 30th that night of the Airbnb. That place was pretty sweet.
Yeah, I wish we would have been able to keep it.
Yeah.
New Year's, Sydney.
But that was pretty sweet. We were sitting out back.
What was it? Friggin' 2-story, 3-bedroom house.
Yeah.
So we're there. We're finally meeting up. We're good. We got some drink.
Mm-hmm.
We're hanging out on the back porch.
Yeah.
Amazing glass sliding doors to this amazing patio.
Not
out
even
back.
But it's not even clean though. It doesn't look that clean.
I mean, it's got some small. You can definitely tell that there's a glass door there.
Absolutely.
Oh man. So with that said, obviously somebody in our group couldn't tell that there was a glass door there.
No. He doesn't want his name to be said. I don't get it. He goes, "You don't have my permission to use my name."
It's all right.
I didn't sign anything.
Yeah, whatever.
Okay, well, guess what? We're not making any money off this.
Yeah.
But you know what? We won't say his name.
Yeah.
Let's
just give very good description to what happened.
And what he looks like.
Or I'll say what he looked like at that
as
moment.
his because I saw the whole thing. I'm just watching him walk fast to the outside, and he's probably 3 or 4 beers in, which I mean isn't that much.
Yeah.
But he was like a bird. He was like a bird flying right into a spring clean glass.
I mean, that face. Is that a face print? I could have drawn his face on the glass. That's how like I can still like close my eyes and like see the look of his face.
Yeah.
His eyes wide open, and the drink also
spilling
about waist high, spilt onto the glass. So there's the glass face print and the glass drink spill splatter on the glass. It was pretty priceless.
And he didn't even like try to like.
There was no way to play that off.
No,
it was loud. It startled me. I thought someone was breaking in.
And he didn't even try to like clean off his face print after.
No, it stayed there.
Yeah.
That was pretty awesome.
And that was the first happenings of 28 Rose Street in Sydney, Australia.
So apparently there's like 6 or 7
28
Rose Streets.
So we were running out of beer. Aaron's like, "Where are you guys? What are you doing?" And we're like, "Well, we're just right now we're happy. Like we're just hanging out here and drinking beer, trying to upload our last podcast."
Oh yeah, this is the second place with just absolute terrible Wi-Fi.
It would have worked. It would have worked if someone also grabbed another piece of the laptop that helps keep the battery charged. So the person, I'm not going to say who grabbed the laptop and brought it to the Airbnb. It wasn't me. I know that. But they were like, I'm pretty sure the laptop right now is plugged in charging.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't want to carry.
You didn't want to carry the charger?
I thought that there was enough juice at 100% to upload a measly 1-hour video. And
It's not even a video. It's a sound clip.
It's a
video?
It's an extremely long video of our picture.
What's the picture of? Is it the one on the mess deck?
Yeah, that's the one.
Okay.
So there's that second failure
Yeah.
to that. But yeah, Rose Street. There's multiple Rose Streets, and well, no, because
So Aaron
Chappie and Aaron showed up fine
with the beer.
And they went to the store we told them to.
Yeah.
Which is pretty convenient about Australia. Their liquor stores are inside the mall.
Yeah.
I like that.
And so it was Prinny and Spangler. They got haircuts, I believe. And then they had themselves a nice dinner, a one-on-one dinner. And then we're like, all right, meet us here, 28 Rose Street. And so Prinny calls you, right?
Yeah, he's like, all right, he was talking to Aaron. I'm like, dude, I can't find you guys. I don't know.
I'm just picturing him getting dropped off at a 28 Rose Street and like crawling around outside, looking through windows, trying to see if we're in there.
And there's like a family just having a nice family dinner.
And this 28 Rose Street that he went to was like...
He chose the farthest one.
It's not close. It was like 25 minutes away from where we were at.
Oh, that's what he was saying. She was like, man, why did y'all pick such a far Airbnb? I was like, it's really not that far.
No.
Like, I could walk to downtown if I wanted.
Yeah.
And obviously, I was like, all right, you need to show me on the map where you are.
Right.
Nowhere near us. So then they hop into another Uber to get to us. And I mean, eventually, I had to give very descriptive directions on how to get to us.
Right. And so that was at New Year's, though, was it?
No.
Where did we stay that night?
The little tiny.
That was New Year's Eve, though.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Where did we stay?
We stayed there. And then we took all our shit to Aaron's to wait to check in, and then we went back to the place, to the little studio.
That's right. We checked. That's right. That day dragged out forever.
Yeah.
It seemed like that day was never ending. We didn't even... Because we went to the pool first, right? Oh, and that chick was there with that old fat dude.
That like gnarly photo session she was having.
And she was skinny, but she wasn't attractive to where she was like doing this model photo shoot at this.
And there's like children in the background. These photos.
And she's like wearing this tiny ass bikini with a fedora and this fat white dude just like wearing a Speedo pretty much, taking pictures of her as she's like whipping her hair out of the water and like leaning up against the ladder with her ass sticking out.
But it's like there's families in the background of all these photos.
There's kids swimming in the pool behind her.
Like this isn't even like good photography.
And it's like there's the only thing you can see in the background too is like
a wall,
and then the tall buildings behind it.
Like it's not
an ideal spot. I don't think anyway. I'm not a photographer, but if I were to take
from my professional standpoint, you're correct. Oh, again, back to Chappie in her amazing planning. So while we were chilling doing our thing, she's like, "I'm going to go get a tattoo."
Oh, the tattoo?
I'm gonna get a tattoo.
Yeah. I'm like, all right, I'll get one with you. Let's go. I'll go get a tattoo with you. So the place that she wanted to go, we were looking at during breakfast.
Oh, that.
No, so not the
removal.
Not the one that you would go to and want a removal right away. That was Plan B. Plan A was also closed. So she's looking up all these spots to go to, and they're closed. I'm like, well, no, come on.
And then what was the review on the one? It was like worst experience of my life.
Oh yeah, I wish I would have saved that.
And then the owner
the owner responded. I'm sorry. You had such a terrible experience. Come in anytime and we can see what we can do about some free touch-ups. Oh no, thank you. I've already got tattoo removal paid for.
Oh man. So once that one's already been like canned.
You read that, I'm guessing that's not a place you want to go to, because somebody got a tattoo from there and it doesn't look all that great.
Well, the one place I wanted to, my dude was booked. I would have yeah. My spot was closed. So I was like, you know what? I'm not going to jump the gun. I want some work done from this dude, and that's that. He's unavailable. He's on vacation, on holiday, as you may, and that was the end of that story.
Yeah.
But then when she did say like, I'm going to go get one, she bounced.
But okay,
Like
she
10
did.
minutes later, she's like,
She's back.
hey, where are you? I'm
Yeah.
like, I'm at the hotel walking up, and I was like, I'm on my way back. I was like, I thought you were
Yeah.
getting a tattoo. They're closed.
However, though, she did pull through that one night about suggesting they go to Frankie's Pizza.
Oh yeah, that place was pretty good.
That place was.
But I'm pretty sure I said something. And then
I don't think you.
I just don't want to give her the credit.
Right. Right. But that place was pretty sweet. We walked in and there was.
That was the second night. I know what you're gonna say. That was the second night.
No, it wasn't. That was the first night we were all together. Cause
Oh, well, we went there another night. That was my second time being there.
what?
When we walked in, and then like, I mean, we just walked in like slow motion.
Slow motion.
Everybody
the music was playing.
knew who we were. We were
was
high
made
fiving
for
people.
loving you, baby. Yeah.
And we had like some Kiss, like just playing. We walked in slow motion.
We walked in. This.
I think there was fog. Was there fog
There
on
was
the floor?
there
I
was
think
fog
there was.
on the floor. There was doves, white doves flying,
Mhm.
flapping their wings. And then we get there and like there was this corner of the bar.
It
and
was already like.
and everyone just
Well, the
moved.
guy removed the velvet rope
Yeah,
for us,
that's
and
right.
then we walked into it.
Yeah.
And then, I mean, there was just bottles and
Obviously.
pizza. There was like 4 pies just waiting
was-
for us,
Pizza everywhere.
and free T-shirts.
That's right, because we were at that first place or whatever that had the tiny little casino inside of it, like the little slot machines. And I was dead ass tired just from carrying around that didgeridoo all day.
I forgot I even went to the casino too there.
Yeah,
I
because
did.
I meant to mention that you have a serious gambling addiction to gambling.
I mean, I'm not that addicted.
You're not that
I'll
addicted.
only put half of my life savings up on the roulette table
Right.
once a year. Like that's it. That's not a big deal.
Once a year.
At least.
So if you do half and you lose it, and then you do the other half and you lose that.
Well, no, that's the thing is I put the whole half up at once, and then I use the other half to try and win it back. Is that a problem or no?
No, you're good. That's not a problem. Yeah, but Aaron was telling me a story of you, how you were just like, no, I gotta do this, I gotta do this, I gotta do this. I don't know. I just wish I could have been there.
Yeah, the craps table was too hot. It was way too hot. Like I'm talking, you couldn't even squeeze in there, and that's my thing.
Yeah, so we went to that first place with I was tired as all hell. Had a vodka Mother. They got this energy drink called Mother. It's like a Red Bull, if you will. But it's not a good energy drink. So I had like I think 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 of those or 5 of those to wake me up. And then we're like, all right, Chappie's like, let's go here. Frankie's Pizza, went there.
Oh wait, that was because she was just
She was just being a fucking downer.
not partying.
She was
You're like,
being a downer.
I want to go to Frankie's, and we were trying to like experience the town. We were trying to like find new spots, hang
Yeah.
out we've never been there.
No.
So I'm like, dude, come on, like let's explore. Let's
But
get out and about.
You know what happened as we were exploring? Nothing was open.
Yeah. So
Because it was a Sunday. It was a 30th. It was a Sunday night. And nothing was open. Because,
That is
the
pretty
Monday,
nuts.
31st, Monday was New Year's Eve. Let me look at this calendar real quick. Go back to January.
Well, even
Yeah.
aside from that, like places just don't stay open late. I
New
don't
Year's
understand.
Day
Like,
was
the
on
bars,
Tuesday.
The bars out there don't stay open late. Like they're closed by like 10.
No,
12
not-
the latest.
Yeah, 12. So,
And the town's just dead.
Yeah.
Like I did not
Just
understand that.
dead.
It's pretty crazy. So she's there just whining.
whining.
So finally we're like, you know what? What do you want to do? I got a Frankie. Like
That's-
everybody.
That's accurate.
It's like, all right, everybody,
impression of her.
let's round them up. Well, the good thing about it is that there's no such thing as tabs there, so it's like, all right, you don't got to worry about anybody leaving their cards behind.
Right, because
so.
you got to pay right away.
So like-
That's the best part about that.
I like
is that
it.
you don't
I
you
like
just you hand them your card and they swipe it and they give it back to you, or you hand them their funny money and
Mm-hmm.
you go on your way.
So it's like, all right, everybody slam your drinks. Let's go. Chappie wants to roll, so we're doing it. And then that's when the party began.
Yeah, we got
like instantly woke up too when we got there.
yeah. It got pretty wild in there because there was a bunch of other
The-
people from the boat there.
The tunes were just.
They were
I
on
mean,
point.
they did not stop
No.
coming.
No.
But they knew what we liked. That's why the DJ kept just playing
Right. Because I only saw it because I went to the bathroom, but there was like a whole other section of that place in the
Oh,
back,
yeah.
in like a dance floor.
Oh, there was a band had just finished up.
Yeah.
But yeah, that back area is pretty cool too. There's like little booths and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, if you're ever in Sydney, yeah, check out Frankie's Pizza.
Frankie's Pizza,
It's a pretty cool joint. Actually,
open till midnight. Actually, I think that place was open later than midnight.
it stayed open.
I think that
like past 2.
Yeah, I think that was probably one of the places because that's right, because New Year's Eve, we tried to go there.
Then New Year's Eve. I don't even think it's open at all.
No, New Year's Eve happened. We went exploring throughout the day, right? After the pool,
Mm-hmm.
we went walking around.
We dropped all our crap off and then we made moves.
Yeah,
Found that cool little that bar right there, right by the water. Was it the Pump House or something?
that's right. We finally went to our Airbnb studio that one of our friends booked.
Some guy.
Same guy that ran into the window. But he I think we paid more for this studio
Than that gigantic
than
house
the
that we had.
ginormous Airbnb house that we had. Like this studio had I think it was a full size bed
I don't even know what the
made
thing that
out
I
of-
slept on was made out
made
of.
out of plywood. I think all the beds are made out of plywood. And then we found this single inflatable mattress that someone else slept
I don't even
on.
think that was part of the
No,
the
I think
brochure.
they forgot it in there. But this place, yeah, it was a tiny ass place.
But it had good air conditioning.
It did. It was. It did. It was pretty chill in there. But I was like, wait, I can't hang out in this place any longer. That's when we walked down and found that brewery, right?
Yeah, that place was pretty sick.
That place is pretty cool. And
And then it just started pouring.
thunder and lightning.
Mm-hmm. But it had a sick patio, so we were able to chill, hang out.
We were the only ones there for like the whole day. Like there was no one else there really. Other than like there was a couple
No.
people inside or whatever, and it was like, so you go to these places there and it's like if you've been to this one place and you've had 2 or 3 drinks, they're like, no, you really can't have any more.
Yeah.
Like you're no longer allowed to stay in this establishment and give me your money and drink. Even though you're keeping yourself completely under control,
Oh yeah.
you can't.
They do not play there. Like I'm talking, if you have a wonky eye, I'm sorry, but you're done. Like you're just naturally like
Right.
your eye is you got a little twitch to it. I'm sorry, but you ain't getting in.
And you remember
you're
that-
just automatically drunk.
You remember
or
that
something.
guy that came walking up to us at that place? We were sitting out on
Oh,
the patio.
yeah.
He was absolutely hammered. He was asking us, I think he was asking us to buy him a drink or something.
Yeah. I
Could-
was like, dude,
Like we're just like, get out of here, dude.
Like, what's wrong with you?
And he kept like trying to tell this story about, and I walked inside. I'm like, who is this guy out here? He said he used to work here or something, and he's like, no, that guy's never worked here. He's just he's not allowed to be in here to drink alcohol. I'm like, oh, so I shouldn't buy him a beer. He's like, no, and then people went out and removed him from the establishment. Which that I get that, like if you're
Yeah, like that was like out of
Maybe-
control. Like, and then it turns like, so you're gonna fight me? Like,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
guy, you're done.
Yeah,
All right,
then- yeah.
please leave.
because then he wanted to fight all of us.
Yeah.
So and then we had the what, there was like 9:30 fireworks happening.
Yeah, we had like the early show, and then we just, again, because we have no tabs, Like,
Right, we
I was
just-
like, I think I was just drawn to it. I just
you
took off walks.
you just got up and left, and I had like half of my beer left, and I was like, all right, well.
Well, I
he's
was like,
fu-
I'm just gonna go right there. And before I knew it, I was
Before
like,
you know it, you were in deep.
I was like,
And I'm like, where the hell is this guy? And so there was a good handful of us, right?
yeah, it was.
There was
Yeah.
a bunch of us. So we all got up and found you. And so, like, the 9:30 fireworks are like for like the little kids or whatever, so they don't have to stay up so late and watch all the other fireworks.
We had to get closer.
Which was like the 9:30 fireworks that I saw there were probably better than any other fireworks show I've seen anywhere else in the world.
They were still pretty legit, yeah. And it wasn't even the extravaganza.
No, it wasn't even the 8-minute long one. But so we were walking whenever we walk up. Into
Yeah, because it was still early enough for us to go attempt to grab another
attempt to grab one.
a brew.
So we find this one place or whatever, and like you know me when I'm walking and I'm trying to get to places.
Oh, yeah.
I walk fast
Mhm.
and I just swerve in and out of people, and I'm like, you want to go? Let's go. Keep up. I'll find us a place. I'll just smell it or something. And so I see this one place, whatever. You guys all catch up. We turn back around. We try to go up there. And I'm getting out my wallet to get my ID out, and then this one guy comes out and he goes, "No, you guys can't come here." And I'm like, why? He's like, "You were swerving all over the place." So I was just like around people. Like I wasn't stumbling. I was just.
So I guess it's okay to just crash into
Yeah.
people and knock over little children and like just.
And so like, all right, whatever. We'll find another place, right? And we did. We found another place. It was like a nice sit-down restaurant.
Even
place.
that one, we were like, I mean, the whole place just stopped. The people eating,
Everyone,
like,
you feel
I
like
mean-
everyone's just looking at you.
I mean, and even they, one of our guys, they were just like, nope, you're done. Like he's.
But I can't fault them for that one. So
yeah. So that's why, like, I was just upset. I was just upset, but I mean, they gave me a beer, so I was like, all right.
I
was like,
got
whatever.
a beer. Even he got a beer because I was like,
Oh yeah, he tricked them.
he tricked. So he tricked this young girl into.
who probably wasn't even allowed to be serving beer.
Yeah, you can drink when you're 18 there.
Oh yeah, that's right. I keep thinking of the U.S. where you
Yeah.
need to be like a certain age to be able to pour and all
Yeah.
that crap. Whatever.
So I'm like, all right, I'm just gonna buy everyone because she was real skeptical of
Oh yeah.
giving us. I was like, all right, we'll all get the same beer. I'll buy all of them. We'll drink the one beer and we'll leave. And she's like, all right, fine. She goes, everyone but him. And I look over at him and he's just like, eyes rolled up in the back of his head, sitting there. I'm like, all right, I get that. And I'm like, sorry, dude, you can't get one. They told me no. He goes, why not? He's like, there's nothing wrong with me. And so he goes, all right, whatever. He stands there and this other girl she goes, have you been helped yet? And he goes, nope, I'll have a whatever. And she's like, all right. And she pours it and the other girl turns around and sees him taking it from her. And she's like, I thought I told you he couldn't have one. I was like, I'm not going to tell him he can't order his own. Like, that's not my
It's like,
responsibility.
I listened to you.
Yeah. I told him I couldn't get him one. So he took the liberty to buy his own. Whatever.
So we're already finishing up. We're finishing up our beers. We're like, all right, guys, let's just get out of here. They don't want us in here. Like we're scaring the children by doing I don't even know what. But anyway, so I'm kind of pissed. That kind of pissed me off.
Yeah.
And then so I asked the main lady. I'm like, hey, look. I mean, what is the deal? Like, why don't you want to serve? She didn't even say a word. She just like points. And then I look, and then I'm like, oh fuck. And then I look back at her and I go,
All right.
I can respect that. All right, we're out of here. Bye. And she laughed. And so it was
Yeah.
like, okay, all right,
Yeah.
yeah, these guys get it. Because I was like,
Yeah.
I could have easily caused a scene, but I looked, and I was like, oh, okay, I respect that call. We will leave now.
But I also heard that's like not something you want to do is cause a scene. Because like I heard you could get arrested for causing a scene that you aren't getting served and they try to kick you out and you won't leave. Like you could be slapped into cuffs.
And I've heard stories that even the citizens even like to jump in.
Yeah.
There's heroes there.
Yeah.
They will hold you until said cuffs show up.
Yeah.
So, yeah, let's just get the hell out of here. And
Right. But then
like I said, I was like, oh, wow, okay. I respect that decision, and we will leave.
But it's like 10 o'clock though.
Yeah, it's not even late.
10:15, and we're like, all right, well, we need to, like, I want another beer. Like, I'm not gonna just stand out here forever. And and do nothing. So you and I like walked into this place, right?
We're like, all right,
Like,
can you get this guy some food? The guy just needs food
Right.
at this point.
and they're like, no, he can't come in there. But you and I were like, fuck it, we're already in. We're not leaving.
Oh, yeah.
There's like 6 of them already there. Like, they'll figure something out. So they just sat out off the side and waited for us to bullshit and drink our beer.
I would have figured that they were like, all right, cool. Let's just go do our own thing.
But they
have
did.
phones.
They did find some food somewhere though.
Yeah.
They were eating something.
And that place was cool too. The one that we finally sat down at, and it was a little outdoor patio, and
it wasn't loud.
People weren't judging
Right.
us.
I mean, that we could see. I'm sure they were.
Yeah.
But then the fireworks happened, right?
Yeah, dude. They started. We had to get closer and closer and closer.
To the point.
I wasn't gonna settle.
To the point where you could see half of them because the bridge was blocking the other half.
Yeah, we were that close.
We were that. I mean, they were good though.
I wish if we ever go back, we got to be on the other side.
We got to be on the other side.
Yeah, Opera House side.
Yeah. We got to set up early probably too.
Yeah. That's gonna be a mission.
That's gonna be difficult for me to do.
Yeah.
Like, we'll take turns setting up at a spot, one person leaving, and then the other person coming back. Like,
It looked like they did a pretty good job of
well, yeah. Well, I mean, who knows? We might go there again next year.
Hopefully.
Because we went. What? They went the year before we got here, and then last year we went to New Zealand.
And then we're just gonna hang out at Frankie's all day.
They're just gonna go to Frankie's and get some pizza and do that. And so what? The fireworks end at like 12:10.
Yeah, amazing show. Amazing show. If you haven't seen it, you gotta check it out.
Gotta go.
I'm glad that's one thing I've been able to experience.
Yeah.
It's pretty intense.
12:10.
Energy.
They end. 1.5 million people walking down the streets of downtown Sydney.
And downtown Sydney is
Trying-
now a corral.
What do we?
Streets that you thought you could walk down are not walkable.
Right.
It's a corral. Like, it's the city does a very good job of like making you leave.
You stay in this area and follow patterns. There's like horses everywhere, cops on horses, and you're like, we're like, all right, we'll just find a place to dip into real quick, and let this clear out, but nothing's open. Everything's closed, right?
Like, they close and they bar it up, and
they no lights on whatsoever.
Yeah,
you're not getting it anyway. And I mean, but now I can see it. I kind of get it.
Oh, it'd be
mayhem.
It'd be out
like
of
all
control.
those people in the street,
Just
whatever, just trying to pour in.
No,
So we're thinking, okay, maybe the further out we go,
No.
we'll find something. Like we said we'll just walk to a point where we could finally get an Airbnb, or not Airbnb, but Uber.
That's not even a thing either. We couldn't even. We walked all the way back to our place.
Because that's where the point was, where we could get the Uber. We walked all the way back to the Airbnb to where the streets finally opened up. And so I was pretty hungry. So we went into that McDonald's that smelled absolutely terrible. Like both BO and booze and sweat, and like everyone's just in there drunkenly ordering Happy Meals or whatever.
And then but they have that. I hate myself for eating McDonald's that night, but the efficiency of that place, out of control. You've got your little touchscreen kiosk going on. You've got like 19 registers open at once, and I stood there in awe. I watched these people not mess up a single meal.
Everyone's looking in their bag. All right, good to go.
And then the people who didn't have a ticket, they'd ask, "What's in your meal?" And then they'd open it, boom, boom, boom. Like, okay, here you go. Because there's people trying to snake a meal.
A meal. But yeah, like I wasn't too happy with myself of eating McDonald's that night either, or the amount I ate, because Alaska Mike, he was not slim. He was about 205 pounds.
I need to see some photos of this.
I don't think I have any. There might be some on Facebook, but like I was 205, and that was like I was eating McDonald's every other day. Like I lived close to it, and so that like when we got, and I haven't that was the first time I've had McDonald's that New Year's Eve night in a very long time. And then what did we do the next morning? Went right back to that McDonald's just to get a coffee. But what did I have to get? A couple of breakfast sandwiches.
And they have a gnarly breakfast. It was like a breakfast burger thing.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It was like
a Mighty Mac.
Mighty Mac. That's what it was. It was a Big Mac breakfast sandwich. It was good.
But I will say that, though, a McDonald's outside of the United States, or I'd say New Zealand or Australia, their coffee, their cafe area is a legit. Like,
it is.
It's like they've got
They have like an actual
got, like,
cafe bar.
Yeah, they got a barista going on, and it's pretty on point. Flat white all day.
Oh, flat black. Yeah. And then we left. Sydney.
And that was the Uber ride back to the boat that your didgeridoo did not absolutely not fit in.
I was so fucking mad.
Like it
didn't fit in the trunk. There was no trunk really. There was, but enough for our bags or whatever. But
well, I mean, it's you'd think this is for stuff,
right?
No, the thing you had is so gigantic it didn't even fit in there.
And it's been in this room on that top rack, and it hasn't moved since.
This thing has its own bed.
Yeah,
that's how big it is. And I guarantee Trucks is never even gonna attempt to play this.
She probably has zero clue how to play it. I'm gonna give it to her, and well, she sent me money for it though, so I didn't actually buy it. She did send me money for it, so I can't say that I did. What
was the sticker on this thing?
The what?
What was the price tag? What was that MSRP on that thing?
It was like $200 or something.
Oh, okay, that's not bad.
It wasn't bad. I mean, I would definitely not do it again until like I was leaving the day of.
And it's funny because we had plenty of time that morning if we would have woken up early enough.
Right, but there was no way we were waking up early enough.
Yeah, she'll never play the thing.
Never. It's gonna sit. It's gonna sit in the corner of our bedroom and collect dust. That's all it's gonna do. I can't even play the fucking thing. I tried to play some of them in the store, and I'm thinking, Jesus Christ, how many people have put their mouths on these fucking wood things and tried to blow into them? And there's Aaron over in the corner just blowing away at every single fucking one he touches.
Oh, he bought one, so therefore he's like this professional. Again, it's like the fishing. It's like the fishing thing. He's like, oh yeah, I got me a didgeridoo.
I got a didgeridoo. I know how to play it now.
See, look, Mike, this is the one you want because it has. You see the shape.
Well, so the guy's like explaining to him like all the different like. A, B, C, D ones, whatever, how they sound or whatever, and so he's like just standing there taking it all in, and he's standing there taking it all in, and then after that then he's the teacher. Like no, you don't fucking know anything about this wood thing that you're gonna blow into and try to make noise out of. I was like, we'll all get some didgeridoos. We'll go down to Antarctica and we'll start a band and call ourselves the Ice Boys.
No, the didgeridon'ts.
The didgeridon'ts.
And no practice has ever been done. And we're almost leaving the damn place.
And I can't wait.
That's a whole other.
That's a whole other one.
That's a whole other episode right there.
We could make this has been going on for an hour now. Probably we could probably make this into a movie.
Yeah. So yeah, just we didn't even start off. We're in Antarctica at this moment.
We're in Antarctica. We've broken a shit ton of ice, and we're just waiting now to. We're waiting to leave. We're waiting to get this boat the main reason we came down here to escort this boat in so we can drop off supplies to McMurdo.
It's doing its thing, and we're almost home.
As soon as they're done dumping that shit off, we'll escort them out and we'll head north.
But that's a story for.
That's a story for a different
time,
which we'll probably record in about a month. So we'll forget.
Yeah, once
everything.
We're back in Seattle, we'll let you know what we did, and we can upload it the same day.
No, I feel like we'll have more time now. Things have.
Yeah.
These last couple of days they've slowed down.
Yeah, but so we're gonna go ahead and wrap this one up, and we'll get you some. Antarctica stories here pretty soon.
In New Zealand, we'll go to New Zealand. But we got an official a popcorn stand we got to put together.
Oh yeah, we got an event coming up to where
February 9th, Mike and Dan's popcorn stand.
it's back in full swing, baby.
Yeah, we're sponsoring the concert night. They don't know about it yet.
Oh yeah, we're their number one contributor.
Yeah.
We're a silent partner.
Yeah, we're getting paid for it too. They also don't know that either.
That's the only thing we're getting paid for.
We can't even get paid for the job we're doing down here.
Yeah, we got a side business. We're making popcorn.
We're making
So, you know,
popcorn.
we got to make money where we can.
just to put food on the table.
And again, this is going to our not so current events, but it's pretty current at this moment. But yeah, we don't get paid.
We don't get paid, baby.
Yeah, you'll understand when you hear this because it would have been in the past already.
Yeah. So I love putting myself in danger and not get paid for it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Mike and Dan's popcorn stand, episode 5.